Hey guys, welcome back to the episode. This is a continuation of our last episode, so if you haven't already, go back and check that one out, because otherwise this won't make any sense. Actually, probably won't make sense anyway. Enjoy!
You're excited about a movie coming out, The Crow.
I am.
Yeah, what?
Are
you excited though?
I thought the trailer looked good.
I still have yet to watch the trailer.
All right, so this is something I've been wanting to talk to. I guess right now is a good time to talk about it.
Great.
I have another guy who wanted me to be on his podcast, Joshua Wexelman. He's an awesome writer director in Lincoln. I did a few of his projects. He's a pretty cool dude. He reminds me of Rob Van Dam. He's like, yeah, okay, yeah. No, anyways,
so he makes really good podcast.
Podcast?
Rob Van Dam Greens.
At least he did when he had his long hair back then. Anyways, so The Crow, obviously my favorite movie of all time. I really like the...
Jeremy's going to hate it just based on the actor.
Yes, most likely. And that's the thing too, is because I've been getting more and more in like the Skarsgard type of thing. I've mentioned this a few times too. It's like they are really good. You know, the family does awesome stuff.
I think so.
My favorite characters, like Tarzan, I don't have any Tarzan up here or whatever. Tarzan was my nickname growing up. So his older brother, the other Skarsgård, played Tarzan. Okay. And now he's playing Eric Draven, which honestly, I don't feel like the Eric Draven needs to be touched. Brandon Lee made that character a legacy. And there is like, almost 15, 20 other Crow characters that they can pull from that they can use. I really want to see the Iris story, one of the female Crows. That would be a phenomenal story. Mm-hmm. But I don't like certain things, and I do like certain things. Like the...
What a vague statement.
Yes. All right. So if I were to specify...
It's like everything in life.
If I were to specify, like, what I do like about this is I do like that they are getting exposure to the Crow series. Mm-hmm. I do like, okay, Eric Draven was also played by Mark Dacascos in the TV series, The Crow Stairway to Heaven, which they changed some things. They took liberties with certain things. I like that it had a transformation type of thing. Like his face paint wasn't face paint. It was kind of like, you know, when he gets angry or whatever, it kind of turns on. It's not symbiotic, but it's symbiotic. Mm-hmm. Like his nails kind of become more blackened, at least by the cuticles. It was really cool. And I love Mark Dacascos. Even back then too, I was like, all right, I approve of this. Not that, studios are seeking my approval or anything, but they are changing things. They're making this more into a European type of thing. And I'm like, okay, so they're changing the playground. I want to see what they do with this. This actually looks compelling to me.
Yeah.
They are keeping the Eric Draven and the Shelley Webster character, but everything around that, the Funboy, 1010, Skank, all these other, Top Dollar, I don't see any of those people. They're not credited yet on the IMDb from the time of recording here. And it sounds as though they're going to be brand new characters. It's like, use a different name then. Don't call it Eric Draven. Use somebody else.
Right.
What they didn't do in the original is they didn't show the Land of the Dead. Here, it's actually kind of giving a little bit of Land of the Dead type of area.
Okay. Yeah.
It changes the scene a little bit more too. In Stairway to Heaven, the Crow series, they did have a Land of the Dead, which is pretty much a bridge that connects the afterlife to the real world, and he can jump off the bridge into the real world, to make the right things or the wrong things right. So the look itself, I mean, again, Eric Draven is supposed to be a rock star. I don't like what they're doing with his character because from the one trailer that we have currently, it shows them as like reformed. They're like in a circle with jumpsuits, like matching jumpsuits, like some sort of correctional facility or something. I'm like, is he a criminal? Like, what the hell is going on? Like, they're wiping the entire character history. It seems like it's a reimagining, I guess.
Okay.
But it's like, use a different name. It can be an awesome story. No, it's not Eric Draven.
I don't know anything besides seeing the first movie.
The trailer looks brutal as fuck.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I just thought it looked cool.
I haven't seen it.
I mean, I see people complaining, this character should have died with Brandon.
Call, bang, fuck, I'm dead.
Whoa, can't say that.
It's past. It's past. It's good.
So is he.
Stop. You're.
And, they're like, they're taking away from his
healthy.
legacy. But all I can think of is like, how many new people are going to watch the original Crow because of this movie? So it's almost like extending the legacy, in my opinion.
And that's another thing I want to do. My best friend actually made a hint on this too, and I want to echo this because the story of the Crow itself, with the 4 movies, the TV show, even throughout the comics and stuff, the real love is forever theme of it is like the Crow is not an action movie. It is a love story wrapped around an action movie. And that's what I hope new people who are introduced to this can kind of get and go back and be like, oh, wow. Like the whole look of the Eric Draven type of thing, the rock star killed on Devil's Night before his wedding night.
Who the fuck gets married on Halloween anyhow? It's the Devil's Night, my new favorite holiday.
Yeah, they're changing. It sounds like as though they're changing all of that up. I'm like, again, just change the character and build out another Crow. His look, I think everybody's response was it looks very Jared Leto, Joker.
A little bit. Yeah.
A lot
the
of it.
screenshots, I will agree with that. But once seeing the trailer, I'm like,
The trailer sealed it for a lot of people who are fans.
Yeah.
And a lot of people who are like,
No remakes. Don't do any remakes.
it's like some remakes are kind of necessary. Look at Furious.
Please don't.
You don't want to see a really awesome fight scene with chickens coming out of somebody's hands.
Shut the fuck up.
No, not anymore.
No. Ruined it for you. But no, I mean, like, I'm open for the, like, there's a lot of people who are in line for it. What's his name? The dude who played Professor X, McAfee. He was supposed to play him. Jason Momoa was supposed to play him.
oh, I'm so glad it wasn't Momoa.
Yeah. He would,
wrong with Momoa?
like, I would like to see him get his own
I'm gonna
Lobo.
watch this trailer
I would like to see
without
Lobo.
Sound on it.
Yes,
agreed.
Fucking, wow. What's the other guy?
Why are you pointing at me?
Star is Born, Hangover.
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper.
I like Bradley
He was supposed to be in the lineup for it.
By the way, Alexander
I think
Skarsgård is his brother.
Skarsgård,
Thank you.
or the Professor X guy
James
makes sense.
McAvoy.
The rest of them would be hard to picture.
I'm actually pretty excited for another Skarsgård movie. There's another.
I don't know. I like Bradley Cooper. A lot of things though.
And I say like, I can't picture it, but I couldn't picture
Couldn't picture Heath
Dark
Ledger
Knight.
as
Heath
Joker.
so it's like
back when Batman '89 came out, nobody could picture Michael Keaton in that role. Like there were 50,000 letters written to complain that Michael Keaton was cast as, and that was back in the day where you had to actually fit
Write it in.
right. So,
Couldn't get online.
And to be fair, he had done The Nanny and Beetlejuice. Those were like his only movies.
I'm Batman.
this Jennifer Lopez movie coming out. I'm like, ugh, I can't picture you being good in this, but maybe I'll be proven wrong.
You know what?
wrong.
Surprisingly, Jennifer Lopez
'Cause
has
I
a
like
lot
the-
of good movies.
I will say, because I like the story, like from the trailer, it's like a sci-fi story, if I remember right. But I'm like, I'm having a hard time picturing you.
He's really
doing this.
ripped in this trailer, by the way.
Bill Skarsgård.
Yeah.
There's another movie that is coming
He's
out.
it, right? Or
Yeah,
Pennywise.
Yeah,
Did you see that trailer?
the Pennywise.
Welcome to Derry.
I have not.
The series. Or
I don't think
whatever
he's
that's
in that,
called?
is he?
Yeah.
Bill Skarsgård is.
Well, I don't know if it's Bill, but
Huh.
Pennywise is,
Gotcha.
because they show him the teeth thing that he
Gotcha.
does that terrifies the shit out of me.
There's another movie coming out. It's like Boy vs. the World. It has Bill Skarsgård, but the guy who voices Archer is going to be his. It's
yeah,
going
I
to
know what you're talking about.
He's going to be mute, and like it's a martial art movie. He looks really awesome with it. He's doing like what I.
Who does do Archer? Is that John Hamm? No, that's not John.
No.
Who's Archer?
He looks.
Dude,
Archer looks like John Hamm, but
Jared Leto Joker vibes from the trailer. But
yeah. But there's a few other crows that have tattoos. Like there's an Indian dude. Wow, the names are drawing blanks or whatever. The Wild Justice. Look up the crow Wild Justice. I'm like, dude, that character. That would have been pretty good.
John Benjamin,
That's the Archer voice.
Mhm.
All right.
H. John Benjamin, Judy Greer as well. It's in this show. Aisha Tyler. I've never actually watched an episode of Archer. My brother likes it. Though.
It's hilarious.
That's why I hear.
You'd like it.
I hear I would. Don't tell me what I'd like and what I don't.
You will.
Somebody told me I'd like fucking Furious.
1984's?
Furious 7. I'm gonna watch that.
Okay.
I should have just watched that and did a review of that. That would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
Or
How's your
or
neck
that
feel?
2017 one. What?
How's your neck feel?
My neck is still killing me. I might need to fucking
I'm doing the review over here, and I can just see like
I'm
the
literally
whole time
just
nodding
shaking his head back,
nodding
and
like,
forth,
oh my fucking God. This
Like you're making me
like
relive the nonsense that I already had to do.
He was shaking his heart as the guy after he saw his friends' heads on the platter.
God, no, I'm gonna do it again.
It's like I'm reminded of Mortal Kombat. No! But that was good acting.
What?
Your soul is mine.
That new Mortal Kombat's really good.
Your brother's soul is mine.
That's another thing about The Crow. The soundtrack needs to be on point. So far, nope. Post Malone, nope. Not buying
Post
it.
Malone is in everything lately. Like he's in the WWE video games and stuff.
Because he's charismatic.
Charismatic. Don't talk like Justin.
Don't you ever fucking die?
This is how it ends.
If the people we love are stolen from us, the way to have them live on is to never stop loving them. Buildings burn, people die, but real love is forever.
If you enjoyed this podcast, well, that's not all. Stay tuned next week for the continuation of this episode, whenever these things come out. Shalom.